It's that time again. I've received another KiwiCo box. This time I have the Feel With Me one. This one says for months 13 to 18. And I'm going to go ahead and unbox this right now. And then after the unboxing, I'm going to do some comparisons to Amazon to see if this box is worth the money. Alright, let's take a look and see what kind of goodies they give our kids this time in this box. Okay. Alright, per usual, they have a little magazine here. It talks about what this kit is about, and also has the little sing-along song here in the back. And these are all the items that are included inside this kit. Cards teaching you how to play with it. I did notice recently in the boxes I received, I actually have not been getting a little pro tip card about the book. I do remember that some of the earlier boxes did include it. Okay, and as usual, the back here does tell you a quick glimpse of what's in the box again. Okay, so this is the book that I talked about. So far, I have received the book in every single one of the Lovevery boxes. And just in case you're wondering, this is just their regular book. This is not their deluxe book, because I haven't paid the $10 extra for the deluxe book myself. But they do include a regular book in every single box so far that I've got. Alright, this button is called Poppy's Feelings, and it looks like it's just about feelings. Oh, this is really nice. One word and different feelings. Okay, next we have here is Huggable Poppy Panda. Looks like it is for just a little panda that's soft and a little towel here. Maybe I'll read a little bit more into this in a bit to see what this is about. Next we have emotional stackers, or at least this is part of it. These are the things that go into, yes, this part right here. Yeah, on top here you can slide these little things up in there. See if I can open it. Show you. Seems like this box is a lot of emotion stuff. Makes sense though. This box is called Feelings. Okay, next we have a placemats. This is called emotional placemats. Less of a toy, more of something just to keep your kids' foods safe, I guess. I'll take a look into this, read into it, and see what's really about as well. Here we have these cards that's included in every box once again. These cards are called Beyond the Crate cards. They basically teach you how to play with stuff that's outside of this crate. Usually they don't cost too expensive to reenact some of these cards. Okay, the last in here is called the Mood Puzzle. Looks like it's just separate pieces you put together and you can make the kid look those different moods. It's kind of interesting. Alright, and that's all that's included inside this box. So now I'm going to go do my research on Amazon and read up on these and see what they're really about and see if I can find some alternatives on Amazon to see if this box is worth the $40 that we paid for it. Quick little note so you get an idea of when you might get this box. This box was shipped out for my son when he was 17 months old. The box does say 13 to 18 months on it, so my best guess is that you'll get it somewhere between that time frame. Since the unboxing, my son has actually already had a chance to interact with everything inside this box. So I'll be going through the Amazon alternative as well as my thoughts on the toys. Well, items, since not everything in this box was a toy. Let's start with the book Poppy's Feelings. As one probably might think, this book is just about different feelings and expressions. A decent looking alternative is this book called Making Faces and First Book of Emotions for $7.95. From the images, it looks like this book is slightly more advanced with more words, but I like how they actually have real pictures of toddlers doing the emotions. KiwiCo one, while it is very simple with one word per page, it's a bit easier for toddlers to connect the dots when they see a real picture with the emotion. While we're on the topic of books, let's talk about the deluxe book. I know many of you are curious if it's worth that extra $10. I personally haven't signed up for it myself, but luckily one of you guys actually was gifted a deluxe subscription that included the extra book. Also was nice enough to share the books that were received. which turns out to be books you can buy at most places that sell books, including Amazon. In the 3 Panda crates received, these were the 3 books included: Baby Talk, Car, Truck, Jeep, and Colors. Notice that none of these books are actually priced at or above the $10 that KiwiCo charges for the deluxe books. Knowing this, I can confidently say I would not suggest that you sign up and pay extra for it. Definitely not worth it. Okay, now back to the next item in the Feel With Me box, the huggable Poppy toy. The idea behind this toy is that it's a stuffed animal that's for your little one to learn how to take care of others. KiwiCo suggests that you use Poppy to talk about emotions, which can help your child practice compassion and empathy. My son generally doesn't really play with stuffed animals, except in the car he does like holding onto them, which makes Poppy a great companion for your child in the car seat. I found a similar concept stuffed animal with a blanket on Amazon for $12.99, although I'm not 100% sure if the blanket on this toy is removable like the one in the Panda crate. The next item isn't a toy, but a placemat for the table when your child is eating. So apparently KiwiCo suggests that you use the placemat to make faces with food to help them learn emotions during mealtime. I found something similar on Amazon that had a little owl on it for $8.99. Personally, I find that the mat is actually more of a distraction during mealtime than helping. My son tends to always pick it up and tries to roll it. It distracts him from actually eating his meal. Also, I don't know if I want to be teaching my son to play with his food. We started Alistair and baby-led weaning around 6 months or so when he was ready. And right now, he's actually eating from a bowl or a plate at 17 months and not off a placemat. I think the placemat should have been included in an earlier box. The Mood Puzzles is a fun little toy where you can mix and match the top and bottom of faces to practice identifying facial expressions. The 4 expressions they have are happy, angry, silly, and surprised. I couldn't find anything with actual toddler faces on them, but I did find something similar for $13.99. Although, I do think that these will be harder for a child at 17 months to understand properly. I don't think my son currently understands the different facial expressions on them right now, but he does seem to like watching me rotate through the expressions. As of this moment, he's pretty much just stacking them together randomly, and of course, banging them together. Alright, this brings us to the last item, the emotion stacker. It's basically a big puzzle that reminds me of Connect 4. Placing the different tokens in each of the slots challenges your little one's fine motor and cognitive skills. Right now, this is one of my son's favorite toys. He seems to really enjoy placing the tokens into the different slots. He hasn't really been paying attention to the emotions and faces on the tokens though. I think this toy is going to last quite a while, as not only are there emotions and facial expressions to learn, but he can also learn to drop in the token that matches the color ring. I spent quite a bit of time trying to find an alternative to this toy on Amazon with little luck. I wasn't even hoping to find the emotional part of the toy, and I would have been happy if I found a toddler toy that teaches the same fine motor and cognitive skills. All I kept finding were either actual Connect 4 games, which aren't really suitable for a 13 to 18 month old with the potential choking hazard of small tokens, or I found jumbo-sized versions of Connect 4, which is a tad bit too big. The best I could find was a cash register playset that allows for coins to drop and stack for $14.99. So if you try to recreate this crate by purchasing items off Amazon, it would cost you $58.91, which makes the Feel With Me box well worth the price at $40. As with previous Panda crates, the value in the subscription is definitely there. I have yet to receive a box where it would actually be cheaper to find Amazon alternatives. All the prior boxes before this one included pretty much just all toys in a book, but this one is the first one I received that had a household item, the placemat. Let me know down below in the comment sections what you think about this edition. There's a good chance that if you've been subscribing to KiwiCo since your child was a newborn, you've gathered up quite a bit of toys. If you're trying to figure out how to display them or what you can do with all the toys, go check out my toy rotation video to learn about toy rotations. But before you go, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, as I make videos from Montessori tips and tricks to KiwiCo and Lovevery reviews. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and I'll catch you next time.